Now on Coast TV News.
Fixing Route 16, some big plans DelDOT has and how you can get involved.
The town of Ocean City, they still want nothing to do with houseboats. Why plans to rent them are being shut out. Plus, what the owner says, not so fast.
Biden rolls out new restrictions at the southern border, but why some officials say it's simply too late.
We're tracking some isolated thunderstorms flaring up right now. We're watching out for a rainy Wednesday and some thunder on Thursday. We have this and more that I'm tracking.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
On a random Tuesday, cars pass through downtown Milton, and it's not even beach traffic. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with DelDOT's plans to fix Route 16.
This is the area we are talking about. It's between Ellendale and Milton specifically. And Route 16, it's one of the busiest east-west roadways, specifically to get to the nation's summer capital from the nation's capital. But DelDOT wants to make the road better and do it now. And you can give your thoughts tonight.
It's stop and go by the Milton Quick Stop. And locals say this is Route 16 on a good day. The bad days?
A lot of traffic jams, a lot of beeping.
This is just a really busy intersection for this little store right here, which is always busy.
It's just you sit and you wait. You've got people turning on 16 going towards 1. You've got other people coming on 16 trying to get across, and you wait and wait and wait.
Beginning Tuesday night, DelDOT is getting public feedback on ideas like sidewalks and turn lanes and possibly something much bigger.
Is a bypass something that we should explore? You know, there's pros and cons, obviously. Pros would obviously take a lot of traffic off of 16 going around Milton. However, there then becomes the need for property acquisition and really other needs that come with that when you undertake a big project like that.
DelDOT says this is just one part of a 7-mile stretch of Route 16 they plan to fix. Route 16 is part of DelDOT's larger study on east to west roadways, coming as the overpass on Route 16 and 1 wraps up next year.
This really is the next piece of the puzzle as we're looking at growing and changing traffic conditions in Sussex County.
Public comments on Route 16 will be accepted for the next 30 days online.
And happening right now, DelDOT is having an open house on Route 16 at Milton Elementary. So you can go out there and give your ideas. DelDOT says it's open to all of them, though it's definitely looking at Route 16 intersections where there are statistically and historically a lot of crashes.
This brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should DelDOT improve Route 16?
Let's take a look at the results. Take a look at your screen, and you can see so far 63% think they should widen the road. It is only one lane in either direction. 12% say bike lanes, 25% say more crossings.
But this is the first time we've run the poll this evening. If you want to vote, if you want to be a part of this conversation, go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Now we're taking a live look into the Cambridge area. Look at that clouds at the edge of that bright sky. It's kind of a pretty picture out there. And to paint a picture for us now, First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams.
Well, as we talk about the painting metaphor, it looks like Mother Nature is making some broad strokes with some isolated thunderstorms at this point. And we're picking up right now. This is Cambridge right now, where we just saw the live depiction of what's going on. And so we have the ominous aspect of those thunderstorms overtaking that particular city. But that's not the only place where we're picking up these isolated cells, pushed towards Best Pitch as well as Bucktown, Elliott, and then towards Andrews. Now, as I widen the scope here, you'll notice we have a marine statement that's active throughout the Chesapeake Bay area. Now, this marine statement is basically saying there's a thunderstorm that's a hail maker that's crossing, and we can see that up towards the eastern area. We can see the latest highlight right there. That's indicating we have hail that's coming down right there in the eastern area. And where that hail is located right now is actually going to continue to become problematic for the folks there. But this is sliding to the south, not over towards us. We have a couple of advisories I need to tell you about as it pertains to Sussex County, which we'll get to in just a moment. Till then, back to you, Maddie.
Thank you. Plans to rent out houseboats in Ocean City are still facing a hard no. Ocean City Town Council had its first reading of an ordinance that would ban houseboats in town. That's the first necessary step to creating the ban. The town believes houseboats could overcrowd marinas, or they say disrupt the local economy. But the CEO of Sea Rocket, that's the company that wants to rent them out, argues this would be a great economic opportunity for Ocean City.
Houseboats have been a great addition to every jurisdiction that they've been added. You see them all over the Keys, different parts of Florida, Lake Tahoe, Portland, Baltimore, Chincoteague, Virginia. You name it. They're a great tax generator for the city.
If the second reading is approved, Sea Rocket CEO says he will consider legal action.
Staying in OC, certain parking fines are going to be increasing, and some by a lot. So listen in here. The handicap parking violation, that's now going to be $250. It was originally just $50. If you park too close to a fire hydrant, that now costs you $100. Before it was only $40. Also, let's say you parked there for a whole day or more. Now you can get a ticket for the same thing every 12 hours, not just once a day.
Staying in Worcester County, a road closure you need to plan ahead for. Starting Monday, MDOT will replace an underground pipe on Old Ocean City Road in Whaleyville. MDOT urges drivers be aware of the reflective barrels, temporary traffic signs, and the boards that they'll use to get you around that closure. It should last a long time, though, going until September.
Immigration promises to be a hot-button issue in November's election. President Biden taking steps to tackle the problem at the southern border. Today, the president signed an executive order that would close the border if too many people try to cross. Supporters say it's a step in the right direction. Opponents argue it's too little too late. NBC's Bree Jackson has details from today's executive order.
Facing intense political pressure over illegal immigration, President Biden signing an executive order that temporarily shuts down the U.S.-Mexico border to asylum seekers if illegal crossings exceed 2,500 a day.
I've come here today to do what the Republicans in Congress refuse to do, take the necessary steps to secure our border.
Republicans blasted the move, claiming the president is only taking action now to boost his approval ratings ahead of the November election.
This is like turning a garden hose on a five-alarm fire, and the American people are not fools.
Former President Trump, the presumptive GOP nominee, holds a decisive 30-point edge among registered voters when asked who would handle immigration and border security better.
The truth is that Joe Biden's executive order won't stop the invasion. It's weak and it's pathetic.
But under Trump's urging, Republicans torpedoed a bipartisan border funding bill earlier this year. Top Democrats contend President Biden had to take executive action instead.
The president is left with little choice but to act on his own.
Right now, the average number of encounters is near 4,000 a day, suggesting this shutdown could go into effect immediately. The border would reopen when daily numbers drop below 1,500. But that has not happened in nearly 4 years.
What this is going to create is more chaos at the border.
A political fight over the border that is sure to spark legal battles. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Hunter Biden in Wilmington again today, now for opening statements in his federal gun trial. The presentations from both the prosecution and defense, they wrapped up before noon. The president's son is accused of buying and possessing a gun in 2018 while using illegal drugs. That's a violation of federal law. Before opening statements today, one juror was dismissed. The judge told the court that that juror sent an email overnight explaining she lives over an hour away from the courthouse and said she didn't realize she had to be present every day.
Attorney General Merrick Garland hit back at House Republicans, threatening to hold him in contempt of Congress today. He also pushed back on conspiracy theories surrounding former President Trump's recent conviction. Garland said he and the DOJ would not cave to threats of violence, and they will remain committed to justice and the law.
New today, former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan will once again skip the Republican National Convention. Hogan is a Republican running to flip a Senate seat in that heavily Democratic state, and this is big. It could determine control of the chamber. Hogan also didn't attend the Republican Party conventions in 2020 nor 2016.
Coming up, we have more information on hurricane season, the one that's making its way in our direction.
And cumulus clouds are creeping in, and what's behind will actually have to change your outdoor plans. And we're going to talk about these storms that are flaring out right now that we're tracking.
Helping Hispanic moms boost their children's literacy. How a program is making a difference for families at one local school. Up next.
Attention Delmarva homeowners. HomeSmart is looking for 50 homes to participate in our first ever bath makeover event. 50 homeowners will receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. We want to showcase our Kohler Luxstone showers in real bathroom conditions, including Kohler's proprietary crushed stone walls that won't harbor bacteria or soap scum. That's right, homeowners will receive promotional pricing just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. 50 homeowners who call now will save. Receive 50% off installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. Plus, call during this program for no payments until 2025. Senior and military discounts. Call HomeSmart now with zip code and location to qualify. Call 1-800-616-8289. That's 1-800-616-8289.
Hi, can I get an extra large quadruple shot, extra hot, semi-sweet caramel macchiato with almond milk, and a medium?
Whatever happened to coffee? Whack. When you need a minute, there's the Bally Casino app, featuring tons of exciting slots like Divine Fortune, Cash Machine, and 88 Fortunes. We bring the excitement to you. Throw in your favorite table games and... Got one! So who needs caffeine?
I'd still like some.
Yeah, me too. Bet boldly with the Bally Casino app, powered by Bet Rivers.
Life, constantly moving forward. But with Medicare approaching, take it from Highmark. Life's also about looking back, building on what's good and reliable from your past to create something for the future that's still familiar, true, and kind of effortless. That's how Highmark's always approached healthcare, too. Constantly innovating to bring you a Medicare experience that fits your life, now and moving forward. Because life. Highmark.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Read Aloud Delaware is a nonprofit organization that has a program called Lena Start for parents of children ages 0 to 3 years old. It's where you can learn how to communicate better with children and help them become better readers.
And today, the first cohort of Hispanic moms from North Georgetown Elementary graduated after completing the 10-week program with their little ones.
This program was possible thanks to grants from the Arsht Cannon Fund and Will Be for Women. Abby Cortez, the school's community liaison, told Coast TV News what this program means.
We show them how they can help their kids. We give them bilingual materials and bilingual books, and we teach them the strategies that are very similar to what we are familiar with so that they can build early literacy skills.
During the next school year, the Read Aloud Delaware and North Georgetown Elementary will hold 2 more courses with the mothers that have and do not have other children at the school.
What a great program. Now, you might have heard about that story out of Michigan. There was a man who had a suspended license who called into a court hearing while driving. Here's a surprising twist. Saginaw County court records reveal the man in the now viral video, Corey Harris, should have had his license reinstated all the way back in January of 2022. Apparently, the Michigan Secretary of State's office never received notice of the ruling due to a clerical error. According to the Detroit Free Press, Harris spent 2 days in jail after the viral hearing and called the whole situation, quote, very embarrassing.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. We're looking out for scattered showers on Wednesday and perhaps a thunderstorm or two in Cambridge on Thursday. And we're dealing with a couple of thunderstorms there right now as we speak. I'll show you more on what I'm tracking and what's on the forecast horizon.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
At FH Fur, we know that a dripping faucet isn't just a nuisance. It's your home crying for help. That's why we say no to dispatch fees and goodbye to diagnostic charges. With our Get a Plumber in Your Home for Free promise, we focus on what really matters, solving your plumbing woes. Whether it's a stubborn clog, a running toilet, or a water heater on the fritz, we bring knowledge, experience, and professionalism right to your doorstep, free.
Call Fur. FH Fur. FHFur.com.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
So they're
say-
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go-
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
And
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out?
And
And the
so-
custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
Coast TV, winner of AP's Outstanding News Operation.
It's looking like for the next couple of days, we're going to have a little bit of a messy weather situation, particularly as we go into Thursday, as we're bracing for a chance of thunderstorms, and we have a yellow alert day that we want to pass that information along to you as well. So stick with me, if you would. Just be a little patient. I want to walk you through what to expect. Our tunnel and razor camera in Lewis, temperatures are going to slip into the upper 60s by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Now let's talk about where we are right now with the temperature and the thermodynamic energy that's in place right now. We had a high of 75 in Ocean City, 84 Salisbury, 83 in Georgetown. So we have ample energy to start some trouble. Well, we have a very interesting line of scattered showers of thunderstorms that's not going over here towards us, but it's sliding to the south. Well, why is that? This is the reason why. We're looking right here. This is a stationary boundary, or somewhat referred to as a quasi-stationary boundary, where it kind of ebbs and flows right now, but it doesn't have one definite direction. We have cool air going this way. That's why the blue arrow is going away. That's a pip that's moving that way. And then we have the warm air that's coming in, smacking up against the other way, and they're both kind of canceling each other out, hence quasi-stationary. That being said, we're looking for those isolated thunderstorms to continue to flare up. They're not severe, but they're strong enough to cause concern along the Chesapeake Bay area, but losing a lot of its strength as it moves inland. We do have concerns for a little bit of flooding in our immediate area, but it's not a major situation right now, but something I want to make you aware of. So the stationary boundary basically careens around the Delmarva Peninsula and then goes out into the deep ocean with high pressure system on the other side of it and scattered showers that's actually coming out of the southwest. And a lot of this shower activity is going to start easing its way towards us on a pretty consistent basis. You see, we have the energy in place right now with temperatures in the 70s and in the 80s. So when you combine that with the dew point temperature, which is a measurement of the moisture content in the atmosphere, in the 60s, we have ample energy and moisture and opportunity for rain. But because it's a quasi-stationary frontal boundary instead of a classic cold front, we're not so worried about severe storms yet. Our muggy meter is indicating we stay elevated to humid to very humid till we get to like Friday when it drops dramatically. But until then, we're going to feel like summertime. And we'll look for a few clouds with some thunderstorms initially. And then look at how temperatures are going to pan out. 79 to 75 for Lewis and Rehoboth Beach. As you go over towards the west, you'll notice we are well into the 80s everywhere from Denton down to Cambridge. And then to our south, we're looking at 80s inland, 70s along the shore, but elevated 70s. So as you take a look at your power walk forecast, let's say for tomorrow morning, we'll start off with cloudy skies at 7 and 9 o'clock and even by midday. But by lunchtime, we're looking for these thunderstorms to flare up quickly. And the amount of rain that we're talking about, it's not all that impressive. We're looking about maybe a half an inch in Rehoboth, but not a full inch. Hence, that's why we're not calling for a red alert day. You see, on Wednesday, we start off cloudy. And then it moves out to the south, and we see the scattered showers sliding through. But Thursday, we start looking at a serious storm that pushes through with some heavy hitting storms that'll push through with it. For Wednesday, we see light showers pushing through. But look at what happens on Thursday by 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We're looking at possible severe storms. This almost seems like it's going to be tornadic. That's how strong it looks as of right now. But the winds aren't really showing us that. So ultimately, increasing cloud cover for tonight in 65. And then we're looking at 81 with scattered showers peppering the scene. But it's Thursday we're most concerned with thunderstorms flaring up. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodel Extended Forecast. Remember, a yellow alert day on Thursday.
Delmarva is no stranger to the impacts from tropical systems. Hurricane season is actually starting up, and this year is forecast to be very active. People on Delmarva need to be prepared for all that hurricane season can throw at them.
We have a wonderful website we run with the Division of Public Health. It's preparede.org. Has check sheets for people to do, kind of what to put in a kit, how to develop a plan, communications slides, some medical ideas for those that have other needs that may require medical or first responders.
Tune in to Coast TV News at 6 for more on this upcoming hurricane season and how you can stay prepared.
It's been a good year for hunters. It has been a bad year for turkeys. Maryland hunters got 4,959 wild turkeys during this spring season. This year's harvest, 7% lower than the record amount that they got last spring, but surpassed the harvest totals from previous seasons. 4 counties produced record harvests, and 3 are on Delmarva. That's Queen Anne's, Wicomico, and Worcester.
Coming up, states are taking on social media platforms with concerns for children's online safety. That story's up next on Coast TV News at 5.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County. Whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
I'm engaged and I am getting married next April. If I hadn't done Invisalign, I probably would be dreading the wedding photos, which is not how you want to feel going into your wedding day.
Cliff Bar is made with organic oats, but you're made for the climb. Cliff, the most important ingredient is you.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxent Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddy Shack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
Pig out on riches at Ocean Downs with Greedy Piggy. Pick a piggy bank to feast on free play. Get greedy for more, but risk losing it all. Plus, earn finalist entries for a chance at $10,000 cash. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is, your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
TikTok is involved in another legal battle as a lawsuit in Utah claims a TikTok feature puts children at risk. The lawsuit alleges TikTok Live operates like a, quote, virtual strip club, unquote, where children may be encouraged by adults to engage in illicit acts on camera in exchange for payments from other users. Now, it claims TikTok has insufficient age verification and alleges that they are aware of the misuse that this feature has, but has failed to address the issue. A TikTok spokesperson said the platform has, quote, industry-leading policies and measures to help protect the safety and the well-being of teens.
New York lawmakers are also concerned about children's safety online and have proposed a solution to keep social media platforms from targeting them. This legislation would bar the platforms from using algorithms to promote content to kids. For users under 18, platforms would be pushed to rank content in chronological order. Opting into feeds generated by algorithms would require parental consent. Parents will also be able to set limits on their kids' social media use and control notifications that technology critics say keep users hooked. State lawmakers could vote on it as soon as this week. Coming up, celebrating sea life, where to attend an aquatic event this weekend. Next on Coast TV News at 5.
The dog days of summer are discount days at Johnny Janosic. Save up to 50%, plus an extra 10% off everything. And 36-month special financing. Shop the dog days of summer clearance sale, going on now at Johnny Janosic.
The internet's not what it used to be. With Mediacom, you'll be living and working with new technology.
Welcome to the most unreal reality.
Mediacom's supercharged platform will power a new era of business, speed the creation of new technologies, redefine the rules, and revolutionize everyday living. The biggest thing to happen to the internet?
Since the invention of the internet.
It's happening. Get ready. Anything is possible.
When you take a chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers and Delaware Park Casino. Feel the rush.
America's favorite car show makes its Dover debut with cool cars, cool people, and good time. It's the first ever Good Guys First Grundy Insurance Mid-Atlantic National, and it's all happening this weekend at Dover Motor Speedway. Check out over 2,000 of the Northeast's baddest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross racing action, a tire smoke and burnout competition, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, and so much more. And it's all going down this weekend at Dover Motor Speedway. Get details at good-guys.com.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
The dog days of summer are discount days at Johnny Janosic. Save up to 50%, plus an extra 10% off everything. And 36-month special financing. Shop the dog days of summer clearance sale, going on now at Johnny Janosic.
A celebration of the seas is coming to Lewis. The Mayer Institute, which helps stranded marine mammals, is holding a World Oceans Day on Saturday. There's a beach cleanup at 8, arts, crafts, and more from 10 to 2. On Pilot Town Road at the Mayor headquarters.
Right now, we are looking at our Hershey exterior camera, and we're at Ocean City with 71 degrees, winds at about 5 miles per hour. We're going to drop to 69 and stay there in Ocean City. I'm not expecting any rain in Ocean City, but we do have scattered showers flaring up in Easton and towards the Cambridge area, and a coastal flood advisory that's active for all of Delaware, including Sussex, until about 11 o'clock. You can catch up on the latest forecast with our weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brodstedt, and Federico. Here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Quick reminder before I toss it back to Maddie and Charlie. We have a yellow alert day for Thursday, so watch out for those storms, guys.
Thanks, Paul, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.